This is out of Holyfield's mouth, and he's going to go down.
On July 7, 2007, IBF World Flyweight Champion Vic Darchinyan faced Nonito Donaire. Given the success of Manny Pacquiao, interest in another Filipino puncher increased, and Nonito was offered to move down a category for the title battle. However, this fight could be sold as revenge for his brother. Earlier, Vic Darchinyan defeated the Filipino's older brother. At the press conference before the fight, Vic behaved arrogantly and promised to knock out Donaire. The clear favorite of the fight was the champion. Although Donaire was larger, Vic Darchinyan had much more experience in both amateur boxing and in championship fights. Donaire, fighting with amazing poise and assurance, took the fight to the defending champion. Aside from at the end of the opening round when Darchinyan tagged and hurt Donaire, it was all Donaire on this night. Donaire's speed was the most impressive, and he soon opened a cut on the champ's eye.
Two things have happened. The right hand first half of round one, he's been hit more than we've seen in all the fights, and he's getting whacked like Donaire.
He just got hit. That was a shove. He just got
already.
And a wild swing and a miss with the left by Darchinyan. The free swinging to handle pressure. He's got a lot of amateur experience. Darchinyan's uppercut, but that straight left can really wear you down. Boy, Donaire kind of buckled there.
And it's a good weapon.
Left hand by Donaire to the head.
He is landing the jab. Donaire's also landing his left hook pretty well. Those Darchinyan big bunches.
Donaire has to be extremely focused to get
times in fights since.
Here's a right hand, a miss by Donaire with the left hand of Vic Darchinyan. Trying to push Donaire back with heavy lefts there is Darchinyan, but Donaire standing his ground, looking tight.
I don't know if he's winning it, but it's been better.
Well, he's usually a slow starter, developing into an interesting area. He is now jaw-heeled, a very interested spectator on hand to support his kid brother. Nonito says, hey.
Column because of his good second half of the round. He did come back very well. And now body work by Darchinyan's finding the range with the and you saw Darchinyan react.
Big straight left hand.
Yeah, to Nonito Donaire, but there's a good left hand by Darchinyan.
Against Darchinyan, he had to sort of get in his chest. Push him back, make it miss. Oh, there's a good left hand that staggered Darchinyan. Remember, he's never been hurt or dropped in his career. Donaire, sensing the moment. Darchinyan battles back. Pacing, it's another hard left.
Donaire was counter-punching in the fourth, and then in the fifth, a sizzling left hook counter to the head sent the Southpaw champion down heavily. Vic, his nose pouring blood, tried his best to get back up, but his equilibrium had been blasted into another orbit, and he fell into the ropes, totally finished. It was Ring Magazine's KO and Upset of the Year. It was a win that saw Nonito Donaire win the first of many world titles.
Darchinyan's able to...
Now, that right hand by Darchinyan. Straight left hand by Darchinyan.
Again, the counter left hook by Donaire. Not something he remembers much, and Donaire's been able to take advantage of it. The big height and reach advantage stays on the outside.
Nice counter left there by Donaire. Another counter there by Darchinyan. And a spinner on move by Donaire. And Eddie Clark works better in basketball.
Yeah, it's true.
Final seconds of the round. And Dutch brawler. And Nonito more of a tactical technician.
In his last 12-round fight,
underway, scheduled for 12 IBF flyweight belt on the line. The champion Darchinyan in the
against Oscar Andrade, won the last 3 rounds dramatically.
Chester Journal Inquirer here in Connecticut, marked 8 at the midway point of round 5.
They're there at working well. Oh my!
Look out! Darchinyan get to his feet in terrible shape. It's all over. It's all over. The monstrous upset.
knockout and the new IBF and IBO flyweight champion of the world, the Filipino Flash, Nonito Donaire.
On June 10, 2023, Jaime Munguia faced Sergey Derevyanchenko at Toyota Arena, Ontario. Both men were known for their knockout power, and many expected them to go toe-to-toe in the center of the ring. They also had plenty of experience. Munguia had 41 professional fights under his belt, but while Derevyanchenko had fought just 18 times, he has shared the ring with world champions, including Gennady Golovkin and Jermell Charlo. Some people believe that Golovkin robbed Derevyanchenko in their title fight, which was a 2019 Fight of the Year candidate. In front of 7,647 rowdy fans, the equally matched fighters delivered an action-packed fight that brought the fans to their feet from the first round. Both fighters delivered powerful shots to the head and body as they tried to establish dominance in the early rounds, leading to Derevyanchenko hitting the canvas in the second round during the chaos, but it was ruled a slip.
About Munguia's conditioning right now. Handful for everyone that he's ever faced.
Yes, he had.
Oh, good left hook there. Both men landing big shots in that sequence. Back comes Munguia all over Derevyanchenko. What a fight we have already. Derevyanchenko dangerous even while hurt. Big right hand breaks through.
Cleanly on Munguia. Big right hand.
Not deterring Munguia. Down twice. We've seen him hurt and recover.
There's the first.
I don't know that he's ever been threatened with power like left hook to the body, the punch. He took big shots from Gennady Golovkin.
Downstairs, give them their own medicine. Left hook by a big puncher in Derevyanchenko.
And there's another one from Derevyanchenko. Munguia. Derevyanchenko. Munguia might be in some trouble. The head snaps back. For Turiano Johnson. And Turiano Johnson was knocked out.
Strategy by Sergey Derevyanchenko. You can tell they got a game plan.
Derevyanchenko to take an early lead on my scorecard.
That's a shorter fighter at bay on the next for moving. I like that, Corey, because that's exactly what I'm seeing right now.
And this is also, Sergio, these are moments
with the jab. There you go. Upstairs and downstairs from Munguia. Too easy, because shots like that are too hard to be against the ropes.
Some reprieve on the outside, and Munguia filling those gaps.
He's still making adjustments. He said,
you know, Sergio, one thing I'm seeing from Munguia right now.
Rock Derevyanchenko, but back comes Derevyanchenko.
More rhythm, a little bit more bounce in his step, and he bounces the head back. Best moments right after he gets hurt.
Big shot
left hook from Derevyanchenko. Hard right hand from Derevyanchenko. Munguia all over the place right now. He's wobbled along the ropes and firing back. Tripped over his own feet. Total control right now. Munguia in serious trouble.
Munguia's hurt. Munguia's hurt bad.
Another left hook from Derevyanchenko.
To show Munguia is hurt.
And Munguia will make. Now, as we inch close to the second half of this fight.
Boxing staying on the outside.
47, bounced back nicely. Again, trying to find that bounce. We wondered which of these two is in better condition coming at the end of that fifth.
Gassed and hurt.
Munguia lands an uppercut on the inside from Derevyanchenko a moment ago. But a nice sweeping left hook there.
In the middle rounds, Munguia took advantage of the change in pace and cornered Derevyanchenko with a flurry of power shots that left the fighter visibly shaken.
Right hand gets through. Trade left hooks again.
Nice chopping right hand.
The swelling immediately starts underneath the left eye.
Chenko to go back downstairs. As long as you keep investing and touching the body,
it's dangerous.
Big 1, 2, 3 landed by Derevyanchenko. Where there's an advertisement, sometimes slip.
There's
Wants to forget that left hook.
Left eye of Jaime Munguia.
Oh,
Sergey Derevyanchenko.
in that area of the ring.
It wasn't a slip because he landed a punch. That beautiful round by Sergey Derevyanchenko.
Here as Sergey Derevyanchenko,
The shorter fighter with the faster feet.
after the final third of the fight, you've got always been lauded for his punch resistance.
It's in the tempo of the fight. And landing shots like that. But Munguia is rocked. Beautiful power boxing by Sergey Derevyanchenko. There's a beautiful shot. He gets his shots in, and then he backs out.
Like this before. Never been hurt like this before, but big left hook.
It's all confidence. Keep boxing him, champ.
With the development of Jaime Munguia, he said he's doing exactly bouncing in and out the way that he is.
And Derevyanchenko boxing, moving laterally. Anything.
Hard left hook there.
Chin against Munguia.
Right now at above 180 pounds. Okay, Derevyanchenko.
Another good round, but the legs are...
Visiting the fact that these are the two rounds. We'll see what the scorecards say should we get there.
12-round fight, so they needed his approval.
It's a smart power boxing display by Sergey Derevyanchenko.
Some time slip away here.
Gonna go. Yeah, that backed Derevyanchenko up. Now looking tired.
Tired. He doesn't have legs under him. Derevyanchenko's hurt. Derevyanchenko's hurt, guys.
In the 12th round, Munguia delivered a hard left hook to the body that sent Derevyanchenko to the mat. Munguia actively pursued and tried to finish Derevyanchenko off. Still, Derevyanchenko kept his distance and was ultimately saved by the bell from Munguia's determined attack. Ultimately, the judges decided the fight in the favor of Jaime Munguia with scores of 115 to 112, 114 to 113, and 114 to 113, crowning him the new WBC Silver Super Middleweight Champion. On June 7, 1997, at Arco Arena, Sacramento, took place the fight between two undefeated heavyweights, David Tua and Ike Abuchi. Tua dominated his fights, defeating such strong opponents as John Ruiz, Darrell Wilson, David Izan, and Oleg Maskev ahead of schedule. Ike Abuchi also gave no chance to his opponents. He had a record of 16-0, and only two were able to go the full distance against the Nigerian. Cedric Kushner, promoter Ike Abuchi, took a huge risk by organizing such a difficult fight for his talented but less experienced boxer. So the two 24-year-old prospects met in the ring, David Tua Tua and Ike the President Abuchi. Ike managed to surprise more than his star independents in the first seconds. The Nigerian fearlessly went forward and threw a huge number of punches. At the same time, Abuchi quite deftly avoided Tua's main weapon, a devastating left hook.
I think he's making is he's constantly doing good. Loose, he could start jab and then pump the right hand right behind it.
There's a right hand from David Tua's crowd in Sacramento. Abuchi goes back to the left hook. Tua trying to rally at the end. Abuchi meets him. What a strong start for the Nigerian native.
Looking at Tua's previous fights, anything can happen.
Comes in the form of that jab. He is committed to it early on. Left hook.
Got to negate some of that because right now, right in front of him.
Right hand over the top from Abuchi.
Have a good selection of punches. He uppercuts, he hooks to the body.
And Ike right back at him with a left-right of his own. There's a short uppercut on the inside before Tua comes back with a left. 97.
On the one punch.
Warning from Lou Filippo.
You look at him, you wouldn't think this is how he fights.
With each round, the activity of the huge boxers only grew. Both began to gradually forget about caution. In the 5th round, Ike Abuchi fell for Tua's signature punch, having difficulty staying on his feet after a missed blow. The Nigerian responded with another flurry of jabs and hooks, some of which landed. The athletes completely refused to pause, tirelessly trying to beat each other.
And the subsequent right hands and double left hook.
Tua is starting to feel a little bit more comfortable. There's a good right hand, but he seems like he's getting into a little bit.
Right hand over the top.
Tyson had those fast hands, and on the inside, he had blistering combinations that he let go to the body.
So easy to make those comparisons to Tyson.
Tua, with this fight, seems to be going with 1 or 2 big punches at a time, and that's not going to work, apparently.
There's that right hand from David Tua. Lunges in here before the 8th round. He said you got to make a strong run at him. So maybe where Tua needs to take advantage. Oh, good short right hand sequence. Right lead, left hook by Tua. Tua right hand to the body underneath. Ike Abuchi and his commitment, he stayed with it.
Oh, for sure. He's being consistent.
Here we are in round number 9. He would have been able to stay with this pace for this long. Oh, good uppercut.
Throw 1 and 2 at each other for the rest of the fight. Somebody's got to separate themselves.
And now Tua. Combination at the end at the back. 9 minutes go. He has proven himself.
Just like that.
There it is. 4 jabs in a row. 5 from Ike Abuchi. Back to it. Tua comes in with the left hooks.
He could bomb Tua with that if he really committed to it. This is a good round for Ike Abuchi.
It
really
sure
good.
is.
And just with the jab, that's a Larry Holmes type of round. You throw the jab.
Oh, here comes Tua. 4 or 5 punches. Ike Abuchi right back at him.
And he gives it back to him. That's what he needs to do.
Right back at him. 11th round here in Sacramento. Tries an uppercut of his own. Tua comes back.
He's taken the best shots. He's been able to return fire. And he's also strong. He's pushing Tua back often.
Here comes Tua now on the inside. 2 left hooks and then the right hand.
It's too little, too late.
Look at this exchange. Tua headhunting.
He's not landing though. Oh, good shot.
It was Ike Abuchi. That was unmatched by Tua. Tua with his power punching.
Surprisingly, even by the end of the 12-round fight, the pace practically did not drop. Ike Abuchi, who missed a few more heavy hooks, continued to take the ending rounds thanks to his unique activity. Following the results of an extremely tense fight, all 3 judges gave victory to the Nigerian boxer. Ike Abuchi landed 332 of 975 punches, and Tua landed 282 out of 755 punches. They combined to throw 1,730 punches, which set the record for punches thrown in a heavyweight fight.
Unanimous decision in favor of the new WBC International Heavyweight Champion, Ike the President, Ike Abuchi.
Attention heavyweight division. Ike Abuchi has arrived.
On September 23, 1952, at Municipal Stadium, Philadelphia, the 29-year-old Rocky Marciano received a world title shot against 38-year-old Jersey Joe Walcott, who won the belt in a fight against Ezzard Charles in July 1951. There was a lot of interest in this fight. It was broadcast in 53 open cinemas in the state of Pennsylvania. Although Rocky Marciano was the contender, he came into the fight as the favorite. At the pre-fight weigh-in, Walcott was heavier. His weight was 88 kilograms, and Rocky's weight was 83.5.
Looks as if he might be going right to work on it.
The first round was a big disappointment for fans of the Italian knockout artist. Jersey Joe threw several right hooks to the temple area and sent his opponent to the floor with a filigree left hook. For the first time in his career, Rocky was knocked down. He jumped to his feet, ignoring his corner's advice to stay on the floor in order to gain time. Marciano survived the first round with great difficulty.
Solid body punch. Got hit with the left hook again and the right. Walcott missed and a little and make the motions that he makes in his little dance and whatnot. Punching now, though. He's stationary for Joe.
Round after round passed, but the picture did not change. It seemed that there was only one boxer in the ring, Jersey Joe Walcott. The audience whistled in displeasure. If another fighter had been in Rocky's place, the fight would have ended in the first round. Only the patience and perseverance of the Italian left intrigue in this confrontation. He continued to look for his chance.
Now, while left to the body and back to the head with it. Beautiful right hand by Marciano. Short right to the chin. One of the best punches Rocky has landed. Here. Marciano. Marciano is mean to the body. He's a wonder they're so pushing now.
By the 13th round, the 37-year-old champion slowed down. At that time, he was leading on the cards of all three judges. In one of the episodes, the champion found himself with his back to the ropes and made his first and only mistake. He lowered his left hand and opened his chin for a right hook. A terrible blow threw him to the floor. Rocky added a left hook to his opponent, who was already on his knee, which completely knocked out the former champion. The fight was recognized as a Fight of the Year, according to Ring Magazine. 6 months later, the fighters had a rematch. Rocky destroyed Walcott in the first round.
Intent on staying away now because that's a right hand. And the new heavyweight champion of the world, Rocky Marciano.
On November 13, 1992, the world heavyweight champion Evander Holyfield made another defense of his titles, which he won by defeating James Douglas, who had earlier knocked out Mike Tyson. Holyfield's rival was the silver medalist of the Olympic Games in Seoul, Riddick Bowe, for whom this fight was the first championship. The fight sold 900,000 pay-per-view. Holyfield earned $17 million, Bowe $5.5. The 30-year-old champion was a slight favorite before the fight. Evander was not a natural heavyweight and weighed only 93 kilograms. Riddick showed on the scales 106.5 kilograms.
Combinations early because he doesn't like the idea of exchanging jab after jab.
So far, this is a very good round for Evander, who has been able to mount his attack.
In the first half of the battle, Holyfield was moving and landing a more effective jab. Bowe landed the harder and more significant punches, especially his right uppercut and left hook. Holyfield's bombs were not moving him.
The right hand lead again, George. He's landing that right hand lead. Is
is Holyfield, the champion.
Not only that, that left hook to the body.
In combinations by the champion Evander Holyfield. And already Bo begins to hold and hit, and they brawl in the center of the ring. Evander Holyfield showing his warrior's heart.
Jab, which is what he wants.
Bo trying to measure Holyfield from afar. Left hook by Holyfield. Missed the second one. Lands the right.
I think those left hooks to the body by Evander Holyfield may be the most telling blows in the whole fight.
Left hooks by Bo, 2 of them. Holyfield coming back, taking and giving shots.
What does he need to be throwing? Right hand.
Long right hand by Holyfield, almost caught Bo flush. As it was, it did a little damage, as it might have appeared to be the case. Holyfield landing inside, Bo comes right back.
Once that happens, it's going to be a big deal.
Left hook landed by Bo after a right. Holyfield seemingly in trouble for the moment.
No doubt about it.
It appears to me that there's blood around Holyfield's right eye. Let's look more carefully. There's the left hook by Holyfield. And another, and another, and another. Holyfield wobbles Bo under the...
Every chance he gets, he tries to rush in for a good right-hand shot. Bo keep that left jab working.
Still landing that right-hand lead. Riddick Bowe lands the right hand.
Another, he's not keeping his position at all.
Left hook inside by Holyfield. Bowe's punches are having more effect. Bowe goes to the body and Holyfield covers up.
Never. You want the puncher following you. He'll throw 20 more.
There's a right hand. Bowe must have found it partially blocked by a Holyfield glove. 36 for Holyfield. There's a left and a right by Holyfield and a left. Bowe giving the right hand in return. Left hand by Holyfield. These are solid shots. Keep in mind that Evander Holyfield is a veteran of the 12-round route, and Riddick Bowe has never been beyond 10. Holyfield, he said that the eye didn't bother him in training at all. But Riddick Bowe believes otherwise and made no secret of his intention to go after Evander's right eye.
Now, Evander Holyfield is starting to take control with his jab.
Bo was hurting Holyfield, but Holyfield's warrior mentality kept him coming. Both men, visibly tired, took turns in rounds 6 through 9, landing one vicious combination after another.
Stamina is truly endurance. Endurance is like, who wants it more? Got to have a reason to fight like that. 9 children or so.
Both fighters showing their personality.
Midway through this fight, he's still in it, so has a very good chance of winning it.
Bowe lands the right hand over the top. Evander just freezes and looks at him and then comes
right
hurt again.
Bowe didn't realize that he was hurt.
As Bowe lands the left hook and goes to the body to try to set up the finish. Holyfield peering through the swelling right eye.
He should open up with his long left hooks right now because the right side, I know what it's all about. Good left hook.
Holyfield with another left hook. The champion showing his courage, pawing at his left eye to feel the blood and then raging out with a left hook. Both coming back.
Because it takes too much out of your body. As the water is going as it is, then you start losing blood. One drop seems unimportant to the average person, but a lot to a boxer. Realize every punch that Evander throws at this point, they are desperate shots. Stay out of the way of them, you can get yourself hurt.
And you saw Bowe pawing his right eye.
Yeah.
Pawing the right eye again. Let's see if Holyfield tries to take advantage of that opportunity. He does, and takes a right hand in return.
Attached gloves. A guy is not supposed to get thumbed in theory with those gloves.
Yeah, but you can't avoid it. I've been thumbed and have accidentally been able to see for a minute.
And also likely to make Holyfield worry and feel negative about the eye. Trading right hands. Again, it was Bowe's. Right uppercut by Holyfield. Momentarily stuns Bowe. Low blow by Bowe. Right hand by Holyfield. And again, he shook the sweat off of Bowe, but didn't move the man.
After 9 rounds, both fighters' right eyes were dangerously close to being closed. In round 11, Holyfield walked into a crushing left hook that staggered him, and then seconds later, Bowe landed a clubbing right hand that finally knocked the champion down.
Right hand blocks another one. Bowe throwing and throwing, now goes to the body. Holyfield somehow standing up, but staying too close to Bowe. Joe Cortez watching. Champion gets the benefit of the doubt.
That was a right uppercut.
Rest with your jab. Bowe should be taking that kind of advice.
Look at Holyfield. What a warrior. Reversing the tide of the battle. The champion now has Bo wobbly. And he lands a right hand. This round should be greeted with a standing ovation at the end. You've seen the best of both men. A right hand by Holyfield. And another. Round 10 continues. Neither fighter totally exhausted yet. Oh, Holyfield in serious trouble now.
The Bo has got to be cool trying to finish him, though.
There's the uppercut again. The mouthpiece is out of Holyfield's mouth. And he's going to go down. First time he has actually gone to the canvas. It could be all over.
When it turns against you, keep fighting.
Still throwing the left hook inside and the right hand lead.
Holyfield got up and was both very hurt and tired. Bo decided not to take a chance and instead used his jab to keep Holyfield at bay for the rest of the 11th and the entire 12th round. Bo won a decisive unanimous decision and became the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world.
I gave it to him.
Not the first great idea that we've stolen from you, George, and it won't be the last. Of heart and will and courage and skill.
New heavyweight champion of the world, ready, Big Daddy Bo!
Quadrilogy in boxing is a very rare phenomenon, but two great boxers, brothers from Mexico, Juan Manuel Marquez and Rafael Marquez, managed to do it. The older brother fought 4 unforgettable fights against Filipino Manny Pacquiao and Rafael against compatriot Israel Vasquez. This was a fight between two dominant champions in their respective divisions. Vasquez was the WBC Super Bantamweight champion and Marquez was the IBF and IBO champion in Bantamweight. On March 3, 2007, all the fans were waiting for a great fight.
Boxing Ike. Skill with extraordinary power in both hands. A very accurate
Several things to look for.
Although Vasquez believed that Marquez would be the most dangerous opponent he had ever faced, he believed that as the naturally heavier man, he would have the advantage. However, Marquez claimed that he felt much stronger at Super Bantamweight and that at this weight he would be just as powerful. The early portion of the fight was dominated by Marquez. With his greater hand speed and combinations, he was able to land an uppercut which broke Vasquez's nose in the opening round. Vasquez would make a strong comeback in the third round as he was able to knock Marquez down. Marquez rose from the canvas at the count of 3. Although he was unsteady on his legs, he managed to see out the remainder of the round.
Such good ring technician offensively. This is like watching a
Marquez, more technically polished perhaps. You can never count a guy like Vaz. Anytime you have a puncher like he's always in it. He could be way behind and he's time by Vasquez.
A slight edge in hand speed to Rafael he could possibly be.
He seemed kind of tight, but he's not fighting that way.
No, he isn't.
Vasquez.
Marquez is able to get his right hand.
His punches not only dangerous, but they're slashing type punches, and they often cause or can exacerbate cut.
Vasquez was in a very good rhythm for the first part took when he's in there. He needs that punch even more than Marquez.
Marquez with Vasquez back. Oh, did that get Vasquez's attention? Now a left hook to the jaw.
Whoa.
And down goes Marquez. Marquez down for the 3rd time in his career. Round 3 with 1:14 remaining. Both these guys have tasted the canvas, but they come back. Adversity, we'll see how it affects Marquez. As we head for the bell in a breakthrough round for Israel Vasquez. Right here.
From these fighters is the body work. They're both great body punchers. And we may start seeing that in the round. More danger than he needs to be, Steve. So I think Nacho Beristain rightfully wants the right hand for him.
Vasquez trying to weaken with blistering shots to the temple.
Marquez,
great jab set up the right.
Wow, nice right hand, the big weapon for Marquez there.
Good rallying by Marquez after a tough third rotation by Israel Vasquez. Back to Rafael Marquez with a combination of his own. Oh, a big right hand up.
Vasquez cannot let Marquez get off first in this fight.
A lot of people comparing this early on to Castillo Corrales. Press row scoring, it's by 1 point right across the board. Carlos Arias, Orange County Register, Steve Kim, MaxBoxing.com, Lance Pugmire from the LA Times.
Wow, there's the body work by added to it in this fight than Marquez has.
By Vasquez. Marquez, a flurry behind that punch.
Great combinations by Marquez.
Vasquez is hurt. Marquez going in for the finish. He wants to close the show. Vasquez, all of a sudden, in a lull. He stopped for a moment for some reason.
By the end of the fifth round, Vasquez's broken nose had become a major problem, with Vasquez telling his cornerman Freddie Roach, "I can't continue." Despite this, the fight continued for 2 more fast-paced rounds before Vasquez finally retired on his stool at the end of round 7, claiming, "I can't anymore. I can't anymore." As a result, Marquez was announced as the winner and the new champion.
The crowd chanting for Marquez.
Vasquez remains to be seen, but he's off to a better round.
Shaking the effects of silver trim. Rafael Marquez, the challenger, white trim. Vasquez 31 knockouts. Marquez 36 from close range. There's that jab by Marquez. Continues to be effective.
Rafael Marquez very accurate with his combinations. Made a point, Vasquez, for a lot of body work. They think maybe that body work will fight wears on, and it probably will.
Oh, that just took the stop. That just stopped. Another left hand to the jaw by Vasquez.
Body work there by Vasquez, but the combination Marquez, and that's why he's ahead on the scoring of the press row people in my scoring.
By Vasquez.
And it's so, and you know, and Ross has really been committed to the body work. We'll see if that.
Now the left was blocked by Vasquez. Vasquez with a left-right combination. Coming on. Vasquez turns it up. Back comes Marquez.
Raul Cais Jr. stops the contest upon suggestion of the corner that Vasquez was unable to continue. He is the winner by way of technical knockout. He is the new WBC Super Bantamweight Champion of the World, Rafael Marquez.